Good morning. So, I think the universe forced me to take a break. As you can see, I got sick. So, that's why I didn't post for a week, because I didn't work out for a week because I was very sick. Not horrible, like just a bad cold, but I took last weekend off, and then I was like, I actually think that really helped my shoulder. It feels a lot better. But then the next day, I was literally planning on working on my stalder again, since it had already recovered over the weekend and I felt fine. And I think that's why the universe was like, no, you need to like completely not work out and not do anything and rest your shoulder for like another week or so. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Or maybe it's just winter and everyone's getting sick because of the weather, but I'm gonna say it was both. Okay, I think I got sick because of the weather, and also because I shouldn't have been trying to rush training again. So in that week, I was kind of like going back to my old videos and trying to see, trying to improve upon them. I was trying to see like where I was at a few weeks ago to now, and also like if I could change anything about my videos, see if I could do anything better, whatever. And something I realized is that I kind of repeat myself a lot from video to video, but I'm pretty sure it's because that week that I was like, oh my gosh, wow, like I got a lot of new viewers, hi. I realized that if I just said things as if everyone who was watching had been watching from the beginning, some people wouldn't like understand what I was saying because you needed the context. So when I repeat myself and I give like a backstory and stuff again, that's usually why. So I apologize for the people who do come back and are like, oh my gosh, I've heard you say this like 2-3 times already. I know, I'm sorry. I'm gonna try and be better about that, but it's just sometimes when I'm speaking, I'm like, man, I don't want people to be confused about what I'm talking about, so let me give some context. But then I realized when I started watching them back, I was like, what the heck, why have I said this already, like so many times? And I'm like, oh yeah, that's probably not great to just annoyingly say the same thing and the same backstory over and over and over. So yeah, I might still do it a little bit. I'll try and keep them short though. I do tend to ramble a lot. But yeah. Also, I try to respond to comments as much as I can, but I have this really bad thing that like, I also do this with texting, like with everybody. If people message me and I'm like in the middle of doing something, I'll read it and then I'll like mentally respond. But I'll be like, let me just finish this task and then actually respond. And then I don't. That happens to me all the time. I'm a horrible texter, so people don't like texting me for that reason. So yeah, that happens with a lot of comments too. So even though I don't respond to all my comments, that's usually why. But it's not because I don't read them, because I do. They pop up on my phone immediately because I get notifications from my videos, so just letting you know. So I literally feel like a new person. My shoulders feel great, but despite that, I don't think I'm gonna work on muscle ups today, just because I don't know, I took a week off. I feel like I'm gonna be weaker today, and knowing myself, if I regress, right, so not I can't progress and I can't stay the same, but if I'm weaker and I can't do like anything, kind of like last week, what a great way to go out. Like, I had such a horrible workout on Monday, and then the next day I wake up sick, and then I don't work out for a week. Horrible. Yeah, so if I try to do muscle ups today, just knowing myself, I feel like I'm going to try and push it, because if I feel super weak today, I'm going to be upset. But I didn't work out for a week, and I also just recovered from a cold. Well, I'm almost recovered. I feel a lot probably high. So I don't want to like set myself up for disappointment today. So I'm gonna have a very chill workout. I'm not going to push it. I'm just gonna do a back to the basics type of workout. Probably won't be that entertaining. It's fine. I just want to work on areas that I know I've been lacking in. So probably a lot of triceps. Might do some forearm stuff too, just because I do need to work on that. My last video, I was like, I have 3 weeks to do muscle up. My first week, I'm just gonna work on forearm training, and then I didn't do any of that last week. So yeah, muscle up this year, probably not happening. So I guess I'll just move that goalpost to January. Sorry to myself. Sorry to my 2022 self that I set that goal and I disappointed myself already, but whatever. So yeah, I will see you at the gym, and yeah, I hope my workout isn't too boring, but boring workouts are great workouts sometimes. So okay, see you there, bye-bye. So normally when I get to the gym, there's usually something I can step on to reach the pull-up bar, but today there wasn't. So I tried to jump for it, realized I was too short, so I had to go find something to roll over, and then I could finally start my first workout, which were just straight pull-ups. So normally I'm able to do about 10 pull-ups back to back, and this is usually when I'm fresh, not fatigued obviously. But today, off rip, completely fresh, I was only able to do about 7 back to back. If you include my little pause here and then this last struggled one, then I was able to do about 8. But even though I was kind of expecting to feel weaker today, I was still a little bit concerned about how difficult the pull-ups felt in general. So I took a really long break before my next set, tried to speed run the next one, thinking, well, maybe if I don't take as long of a rest in between reps, I can get through them more quickly and get more reps in that way. And I was wrong about that. So I only did a few sets of pull-ups because I wasn't feeling very strong, and before I fatigued my forearms completely, I decided to do chin-ups because, as I said before, I realized chin-ups are really good for your forearm. I think they target your forearms even more than pull-ups do, so I tried to do very slow and controlled chin-ups, which were actually a really good workout. I actually enjoyed this workout a lot because, like I said, it's not as difficult as pull-ups. You don't use your back as much. It's a lot more arm strength, and I don't know, I feel like it's just a little bit more of an isolated workout, so it doesn't feel as exhausting as pull-ups do. In a way, I know pull-ups are primarily lats, shoulders, and forearms, but I feel like pull-ups is a little bit more of an all-body workout, where chin-ups, it kind of just feels more like an upper body workout. So in that way, that's why I feel less exhausted when I finish chin-ups than I do when I finish pull-ups, if that makes sense. So on a low energy day like today, where I didn't feel that strong and I didn't feel like I was able to push myself for as long, I felt like it was easier to push my forearms more than my back, because it's a smaller muscle group, so it doesn't feel as sucky, which is what made this an enjoyable workout. Like, honestly, I think what makes me enjoy workouts more than anything is something that's difficult but still doable. So something that's challenging, something that I feel like I'm able to push myself in, but it's also not too hard, but not too easy. So I really like this workout for that reason, especially for today. So when I finished this workout, I thought I might give pull-ups one last try, but I just really wasn't feeling it. Every single rep hurt. Every single rep was way more difficult than I felt like it should have been, so I decided, all right, I'm just gonna keep focusing on my forearm strength more than my pull strength today, and finished this set with Deadhangs. But before I left for the day, since I was like, man, I want to be able to do more pull-ups, but I really just don't feel like I have the strength for it, I remembered right before I left about Australian Pullups, which I don't do nearly as often as I should. It's a great workout for when you want to work on your lat strength, but you don't have the strength to pull your full body weight in a regular pull-up. I played around with the heights a little bit because I wasn't sure which one was supposed to be easier or harder, if the bar was lower or higher to you. I realized
as I moved it around, that the higher up it is, the easier it is, which makes sense because you're more at an angle, so you're pulling less of your weight, yada yada. But same principle with the chin-ups. I really enjoy this workout because, especially on days where I feel too weak to do pull-ups, it's challenging, it's fatiguing, but it's not so easy that I don't get a workout, that I don't get a pump, that I don't get tired. This is extremely tiring and it's extremely challenging, but not as much as pull-ups, where I feel like after 5, 6, 7, I can't do anything else and my whole body is just like dead. Also, since it is a little bit easier, I feel like I'm able to control the movement a lot more. I can do more slow and controlled pull-ups with these, and I can focus more on the mind-body connection when I do these reps as well, which is kind of cool, and I really like to do that when I can. Pull-ups, I feel like they're still a little too difficult for me to be able to focus on all that. I'm just trying to get through them as explosively and as quickly as possible. I'm not quite at the level that I can control them super well, but with chin-ups and these, I feel like I'm able to do that a lot better. I did about 4 sets playing around with the heights and just seeing how each one felt, and I finished my last set with some supersets and top hold negatives, and that was the end of my workout. So I will see you in the car.
Well, I was right that I was gonna feel weak today because I felt very weak. It's fine, I'm not upset about it. I feel like the main difference between like a good workout day and a bad workout day for me is how much I'm able to push myself. So when I start getting tired, it's not even so much the fact that I wasn't able to do as many reps as another time. I mean, that's maybe kind of part of it, but I feel like a bigger part of it for me is like when I get tired, how long I'm able to push myself past being tired and do my top hold negatives and count up to a number, and then when I think, okay, that's my last rep, being able to tell myself, okay, no, just one more, just one more, just one more. Yeah, couldn't do that today. It was like the second my muscles were like, no, I'm done, I was like, okay, you're done. I couldn't like push past and be like, no, a little longer, like just go until you can't anymore, hang until your hands are literally slipping and peeling off the bar and you have to like re-grab. Yeah, no, that's a good pool day, and today was not that. Which, like I said, I was sick, I'm recovering, took a week off, so I'm honestly not too upset about it. Hopefully that doesn't mean I was set back too much. I hate this thing. Maybe I took a few days off, so hopefully that just means it'll only take a few days to get back to where I was at. Muscle memory or whatever, right? Yeah, that's kind of it. No life lessons today. I guess just don't get sick. When it's cold outside, wear a sweater. I don't know if you can actually get sick from that. I don't understand the science behind it. But maybe your immune system just drops when you're exposed to cold weather. I don't know. I'm gonna look that up. Because I wasn't around anyone sick, so that's why I don't understand how I got sick. Or whatever. Yeah, wear a sweater when it gets cold outside, and take your vitamins. And yeah, that's it. That's my only life lesson for the day. And don't get upset about the bad days. Don't you see my calm demeanor? I've come such a long way. I'm so proud of myself. I'm not gonna let this ruin my day just because I had a bad workout. Like, at least I still worked out. That's the important part. So yeah, gonna make sure I go to sleep early today, drink lots of water, eat lots of protein, and tomorrow should be better. Tomorrow is gonna be a push day. I'm probably gonna do another normal workout day, like basics, so just like push-ups and push exercises, which should be fun because push is a lot more enjoyable for me than pull, so I'm excited. But yeah, that's it. I hope you have a good workout. I hope you have a good day. That's all I have for you. Yeah, see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.